This lecture deals with topological sorting. So, topological sorting of a directed acyclic graph. So, directed acyclic graph is a directed graph without any cycle. So, topological sorting of a directed acyclic graph G equal to VE is actually linear ordering of vertices. So, let the vertices be ordered like this: A, C, D, B, E. So linear ordering of vertices such that if I take, or if graph is having an edge C, then C must precede E in this sequence. So let this be the topological sorted sequence. So C must precede E in this sequence. Assume that the graph is having an edge BD. So if I consider this sequence, B must precede D, but in this case B actually succeeds D. So this is not a valid topological sorted sequence if you are having an edge BD in your graph. So we can define topological sorted sequence as a linear ordering of all vertices in the graph such that if you are having an edge UV in G, then you must precede V in the sequence. So topological sorted sequence is the linear ordering of all vertices. Topological sorted sequence of a directed acyclic graph G equal to VE is the linear ordering of vertices such that if UV is an edge in G, then U must precede V in the sequence. So that's the simple definition of topological sorted sequence, topological sorting. So let me explain topological sorting using a simple example. So let this be the directed acyclic graph. So this graph does not contain any cycle. So in order to compute the topological sorted sequence, you have to perform DFS traversal, DFS search, depth first search. So you can start from any vertex. So assume that you are starting from A. At time t equal to 1, discover A. From A you can move to E or B. Assume that you are going to E. So at time t equal to 2 you are discovering E. From E you can go to F only. So at time t equal to 3 you are discovering F. From F you are not having any alternate movement. So finish F. So whenever you finish F, you have to add F to the front of a linked list. So initially you are having an empty list. So you are adding F to the front of list. Now finish this, backtrack to its predecessor. E is having no other adjacent unlisted vertex. So finish E. So whenever you finish, add it to front of the list. Now from E backtrack to A. A is having an alternate. From A you are having alternate movement, unlisted adjacent vertex. So go to B. At time t equal to 6 you are discovering B. From B you can go to C or D. Assume that you are going to C. At time t equal to 7 you are discovering C. Now from C you are going to D. you can go to D. So at time t equal to 8 you are discovering D. From D you are not having any alternate movement, so increment time and finish it. Whenever you finish the node, add that node to front of a linked list, front of the current linked list. Now from D backtrack to its predecessor. C is not having any alternate movement, it's not having any adjacent and unlisted vertex, so increment time by 1 and finish it. Whenever you finish the node, add it to front of the list. Now from C backtrack to its predecessor. B is not having any alternate movement, so finish it. At time t equal to 11 you are finishing B. Whenever you finish, add it to front of the list. Now from B backtrack to its predecessor, that is A. A is not having any alternate movement, so at time t equal to 12 finish the node. Whenever you finish the node, add it to front of the list. Now these are unlisted vertices. You can pick any one of the unlisted vertex and start traversal. So assume that you are choosing G. At time t equal to 13 you are discovering G. From G you can go to I or H. Assume that you are going to I. So at time t equal to 14 you are going to I. Now from I you are not having alternate movement, so at time t equal to 15 you are finishing I. So whenever you finish it, add it to front of the list. Now backtrack to its predecessor. From G you can go to H. So at time t equal to 16 you are discovering H. From H you are not having alternate movement, so finish it. Add it to front of the list. Now backtrack to its predecessor. At time t equal to 18 you are finishing G. Now you can start DFS visit from J. At time t equal to 19 you are discovering J, and at time t equal to 20 you are finishing J. So whenever you finish, add it to front of the list. So this is the topological sorted sequence. Now what happens is, if I pick any edge Hi, in this sequence H must precede I. If I take Gi, G must precede I in this sequence. G precedes I. If I take Gh, G precedes H. If I take Be, B precedes E in this sequence. So once after constructing the topological sorted sequence, if we place these edges, if I place A, that will be from left to right. If I place AB, that is from left to right. If I place BE, that is from left to right. If I place EF, that is from left to right. So after ordering these vertices in a linear fashion, if we try to place edges in the graph in this particular sequence, in this line, edges will be always from left to right if that sequence is a valid topological sequence, sorted sequence. Now one important application of topological sorted sequence is in job scheduling. Job scheduling in the sense, assume that these are the jobs to be executed. In the sense, in order to, if I consider job I can start execution only after completing execution of job G and H. So this is actually the dependency graph. Execution of I depends upon G. I can start only after completing execution of G. This edge implies that I can start only after completing execution of H. Again, if I take edge EF, this job F can start only after completing execution of job E. So if you are having a set of jobs to be completed, and if you can model it using a directed acyclic graph, then the topological sorted sequence will give the order in which the jobs are to be executed. So that is one important application of topological sorting. And again, if we deal with university So while designing the curriculum, there exists some set of prerequisite constraints. So before starting a particular course, we must have completed some other courses that are the prerequisite courses. So you might be having a set of courses, and based on the set of courses in the curriculum, you can construct a prerequisite flow chart which will be a directed acyclic graph. And the topological sorted sequence actually gives the order in which the courses are to be scheduled or courses are to be selected. Now you can move on to the analysis of topological sorting algorithm. So topological sorting, what is the first step? First step is called DFS. So topological sorting of graph G, called DFS in G. Whenever a node is finished, insert it into front of linked list. Return linked list. So this is the informal representation of this algorithm. So what about cost of this step? So in order to call DFS takes, as you all know, takes order of b plus e time, where b is the number of vertices in the graph and g is the number of edges. So whenever you finish a node, you have to insert that node into front of linked list. So insertion of a node into front of linked list can be performed in constant time, and since you have to perform b such insertions, cost of this step is actually order of v. Since we are having b vertices, you have to insert v vertices at the front of linked list. Now this return operation takes constant time. So overall runtime is